Truth and lies are two things which are being misconstrued, deliberately mucked around with and changed by certain people on the Trump side of things for their own political gratification and their own political games. McGovern today in the House has spoken. He went there. He said what a lot of people are thinking and saying. Please, if you have 8 minutes to spare, just watch this and do leave your honest reactions in the comment section below. It is dynamite.
Massachusetts, right?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the gentleman from Texas for yielding me the customary 30 minutes, and I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Mr. Speaker, let me set a couple of things straight. The border is not open. Now, maybe some people think it is because my Republican colleagues every day for the last 2 years have come to the floor screaming, the border's open, the border's open, the border's open, but the border is not open, and that is just a fact. And today there are approximately 38,000 people in immigration detention, which is 4,000 more than what DHS is funded for, and roughly what the Trump administration averaged in fiscal year 2018. The Biden administration has also significantly increased removals in ways that many on our side of the aisle are concerned violates due process. Since the end of Title 42 last year, the Biden administration has removed or returned to Mexico close to 500,000 individuals. The total is nearly equivalent to the number of people removed in all of fiscal year 2019 under the Trump administration. So please, please, stop making things up and stop claiming the border is open. It is not. Do we have a problem at the border? Absolutely. Absolutely we do. But listening to the gentleman who has no solutions, I think he thinks this is Beetlejuice. If you say crisis 3 times, the problem goes away. No, you got to take some action. You got to work to try to address the issue. Democrats and President Biden want to find real, comprehensive solutions to fix it. What we need is Republicans to stop playing political games. And that is the exact opposite of what is happening here and what has been happening under this Republican-controlled House of Representatives. It is shameful. How do I know that? Because we called their bluff. Democrats said, yeah, we care about border security too. Let's get to work. And now Republicans tell us that they'd rather wait until after the election. They don't actually want the thing they've been talking about for the last year. It's all a big lie. It's all a big lie. Why? Why would they want to wait? Why don't they want to work with us to fix the border right now? I think we all know the answer. Trump called. The guy they all worship, the guy they are all frightened to death of, he called, and he's demanding that they do nothing. No action at all on the border. That's what he said, because he wants to campaign on it. What the hell is wrong with them? The Senate is working on a bipartisan border security bill, and Republicans tell us here in the House that they don't care what's in it. They'll oppose it no matter what. From what I hear, and I'm not sure that I can even support the bill that they're working on over in the Senate, but it has things in it that cause me a lot of angst. But Republicans are sure that they're against it because Trump told them to be against it. Because he wants, at the end of the day, all he wants is to be able to scare people by demonizing immigrants and whipping up hate and fear and appealing to racism and bigotry. It's disgusting. It is that simple. I'm not surprised. This is the guy who says, and I quote, immigrants poison the blood of America, echoing the words of Adolf Hitler. And we can't get anyone on the other side of the aisle to try to disassociate themselves with those remarks. That's who the Republicans listen to. That's who's calling the shots here. And Trump says, no action on border security, period. So please spare us the outrage and indignation. It's all theatrics. It's all for show, all so they can go on Fox News and blame President Biden for something that they refuse to fix. Republicans tried to cut Customs and Border Protection personnel. They rejected President Biden's request for $106 billion in funding to fix this problem, and they have consistently voted against funding for border security. You can't make this stuff up. They say we don't need more money. We just need a president who follows the law. We hear that again and again. We heard that last night in the Rules Committee. Now, I hope that they're not implying that the former president, a rapist who was just ordered by a jury to pay $83 million for defaming his victim, I hope they're not saying that he follows the law. He's been indicted 4 times with 91 felony counts. I mean, this guy's been indicted more times than he's been elected. Give me a break. That's who's calling the shots around here? It's shameful. The bottom line is that they simply do not want to fix the border crisis. House Democrats, Senate Democrats, President Biden, hell, even Senate Republicans, some of the most conservative Republicans in the Senate have been working together in a bipartisan way to solve this country's problems. We acknowledge we need to address our problems at the border, provide a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, fix our broken immigration system, and address the root causes of migration. And what does the extreme MAGA clown show in this House care about? Not fixing the border. They care about Trump, about bending over backwards for his campaign and turning this place into a circus. What a shame, what a waste of time, Mr. Speaker, what an embarrassment. I reserve my time.
It's coming soon, the hilarious Liar Liar, starring a man who is obsessed with Hunter Biden's hard drive, the deep state, talking sheer shite to Hannity on Fox Entertainment. He lives to push his head right up the backside of former guy. Jim Jordan's past takes him down a corridor of lie, lie, lie. Coming soon, a movie with 0 stars. Try and miss it.
And they have consistently voted against funding for border security. You can't make this stuff up. They say we don't need more money. We just need a president who follows the law. We hear that again and again. We heard that last night in the Rules Committee. Now, I hope that they're not implying that the former president, a rapist who was just ordered by a jury to pay $83 million for defaming his victim, I hope they're not saying that he follows the law. He's been indicted 4 times with 91 felony counts. I mean, this guy's been indicted more times than he's been elected. Give me a break. That's who's calling the shots around here? Let's be clear about the bills that we're dealing with here. These are messaging bills that are going nowhere in the United States Senate. And I would say to my Republican friends that you might want to look up Schoolhouse Rock and figure out how government works. But we have a divided government right now. My Republican friends barely control the House of Representatives. In fact, yesterday, there were more Democrats voting than Republicans. And the Senate is controlled by the Democratic Party, and we have a Democratic president. So if you want to have a chance to get something done, if you want to move the ball, you got to work in a bipartisan way. And the United States Senate seems to be doing that. And they're making progress on things that my friends in the House here have said they've wanted time and time and time again. But now Donald Trump calls. They don't want anything. They don't want anything. I mean, this is not serious what my Republican friends are doing. I mean, messaging bills that are going nowhere, and they vote against funding for stronger border security on a regular basis here in the House, and then you have a negotiation going on in the Senate with some of the most conservative Senate Republicans, and because Trump doesn't want it, all of a sudden we don't want it. We don't need laws. If we don't need laws, why are we wasting our time here on the floor today? So you can't have it both ways.